Bienvenidas, bienvenidos. Today is the day. We're going to talk about 24 things you can do before the end of the year to make your life better in 2025. So let's get right into it. But of course, first, this is Latina Literati. Bienvenidas, bienvenidos. Bienvenidas, bienvenidos. Number 24, and perhaps one of the most important of all. We need to take this year in review. What did we love about 2024? What were the things we would not want to repeat? I know that for myself, reconnecting with wonderful friends, enjoying some incredible trips, and really being with family and loved ones for me was the height of this year. Thoroughly enjoyed exploring new places with the people I love. But look at what 2024 represented for you, and perhaps you might want to even make a list of the positives and the things you don't want to repeat. And focus on doing those things in the new year that you reflect upon as positive. So that's number 24. Number 23, make a plan. So how do you see your life in 2025? What would you like to do differently? And then you need a plan. What are the steps you need to take for you to complete, to achieve, to arrive at whatever it is that you decide you'd like to see different or better in 2025? Number 22, gratitude. Expressing your gratitude, understanding what you should be grateful for is absolutely central to contentment, to enjoying where you are right now in life. And so if you write down, what am I grateful for this year? What are the things that happened to me that really represent joy and wonder and just happiness in terms of either people, places, or things, but it's really a good exercise. Of course, I could off the top of my head say I'm most grateful that my 90-year-old mother is still by my side and in good health. I'm very grateful for my family and incredible friends and the opportunity to learn every day. 21. So what are the goals that you had for 2024? And what goals were you able to achieve? And which ones will you need to pass on to next year? This is the second year I've said I was going to learn to play the piano to help my wrist heal. I have not yet done it, but I do plan to do it in the new year. So it continues on my list. But there are other things that I did achieve, and I want to really encourage you to write down what are the things that you achieved this year and what are your goals for next year and how do you get there. Number 20, the best way to enhance your day-to-day existence is to look at your habits. What are the habits that you can change that will make your life better? Is getting more sleep something that would make your life better? It is said that even half an hour more of sleep increases your ability to do things better during the day by 20%. It's been tested on athletes and on others whose performance really does depend on their physical prime. And so just half an hour of sleep, could you incorporate more rest, more reflective time, more time in nature? So look at what habits perhaps you could change. And of course, if there are any habits that you absolutely need to change, like smoking or overindulging in anything, then those are things to focus on in the new year. Plan your adventures for the new year is number 19, one of my favorites. So get excited, really think about the things that you want to do that are adventures and plan them and see how you can make them happen for you. I know I have several adventures planned and you will be there with me. Number 18, a bit more practical. Speak to your tax advisor. Find out what you can do between now and the end of the year to maximize your tax savings. Don't leave anything on the table. Take whatever you can and make sure that you use it in the best possible way, whether it's to fund those adventures or to help others or whatever you decide to do with it, but talk to your tax advisor before the end of the year. Number 17, you have to clear out the old to allow the new in. So what does that mean? It means your space should be clean. It means you should declutter. It means you should really allow that energy, that New Year's energy, that new you energy to come into the house. And that is done by clearing out. Do you have too much stuff in a room or a corner or a space that you could enjoy? So take time to go through it. There are others that may be able to use it, or maybe it just needs to be recycled. But take time, even half a day, even a few hours, to really look at areas that you can make clear and clean for the new energy and the new things that await you in the new year. Number 16, can we use our phone in a better way? Can we get rid of those apps that are so distracting? Can we diminish the amount of time that we are going to be on a screen? Can we use the phone in a way that enhances our lives? Perhaps scheduling or meditating, or I have a friend who has an amazing app where she will just take a picture of a plant and it tells you the whole not just genus and species, but where it's found and what it's used for. And that's especially useful if you're foraging for mushrooms or something. But amazing app, I think it's wonderful. So again, what are the things that we can take from our phone, in other words, delete, and what are the things maybe we can add to really enhance our day-to-day existence? Number 15, what are the things that we can accomplish that perhaps we thought we would do this year? What can we accomplish in these last few weeks of the year? What can we do to perhaps get those things done that we really thought we could get done, but they're not yet quite done? Can we work a little bit harder? Can we reach a little bit farther and just get it done? I mean, how exciting would that be to just be able to have that extra whatever goal you had just done? Number 14, it all begins with health, and we need to move. So whatever you enjoy doing, whether it's Pilates or walking or whatever, bicycling, horseback riding, whatever you enjoy, we need to move every day. And so, for example, my physical therapist has recommended Pilates for core work, and I've just started 15 minutes and then 20 minutes, now I'm up to 30, and it really makes a difference. I just feel much better during the day, and so I recommend it to everyone. We have to move. And the more years that we are blessed with on this earth, we have to move even for more reasons. Number 13, can you look in your heart and simply forgive someone? Open your heart. You want your heart to be open to new things in the new year. Can you just take that heaviness of perhaps having a grudge or having anger towards someone and let it go? Just let it go. And you'll feel lighter, and the other person may not even know that you were angry. So the recommendation is just forgive them and let it go. 12, if you have a journal, it's time to finish that journal. It's part of that self-reflection journey. And if you don't, a recommendation for the new year is to start journaling, whether it's a handwritten journal or a journal on a screen. It just is amazing to be able to go back and take a look at what you were feeling and the journey that you've been on. So highly recommend it. Start it or finish it. But a journal is a great idea. So number 11, of course, is my absolute favorite because I love to read. And so are there new habits, including reading, that you could start right now and it will truly change your life? If you start right now reading 10 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day, half an hour a day, a page, 2 pages, 3 pages a day, in whatever genre you like. Again, I encourage you to go to the library. The librarians are there to help you, whatever area you like, whether it's fiction or history or whatever area is of interest to you. They will help you find books. It's of no cost to you. You go, you get a library card if you don't have one, you choose the books. I don't know what the current limit is, if it's 5 or 10, however many books you want. You start reading them and then you bring them back. And the times that they allow books to be out has lengthened, so that's great too. Really highly recommend it as a life-changing habit to start right now, read every day. Can we weed through all of those pictures and messages and all those things? As I've said before, I like to do that when I'm waiting for a flight. I just go through and start deleting or saving the messages and pictures and videos that you may have on the screens that you use. Again, just making space for the new year, just ensuring that you have the ability to accept what the new year adventures will bring. Number 9, we are in the middle of winter, and it's a time to stay hydrated. So, of course, drinking enough liquids is important, but also hydration of our largest organ, which is our skin. So we've talked about dry brushing, and we've also talked about the importance of moisturizing, whether it's through oils or creams, even some homemade things. My grandmother absolutely swore by olive oil. She would slather herself in olive oil, and she just stood by it. She looked pretty good till her 90s. Number 8, giving back. This is the season of giving, and what that means, of course, is that we look to others and see what they need and how we can help them. So whether it is helping an elderly person with an errand or volunteering at a group. I know that I have signed up as a volunteer for several groups in should immigration emergencies occur in my area. But I feel like this is the time to take a look at your gifts and see how you can help those around you. And yes, there are the holiday gifts, but I'm talking about something more important than that, which are the strengths that you have that you can share with others. Number 7, prepare your space. So there is a time, and this is one of the times of year when traditionally you decorate, you prepare for celebrations, you gather with friends. And so if you enjoy that sort of thing, definitely recommend you do it, because it really does change the energy of the house to have the decor and the lights and whatever it is that you decide to do. We like to do a lot of handmade decorations, and so I keep them year after year because they kind of represent the years that we have spent coming together to make everything from cork pumpkins to all sorts of recycled decorations. So highly recommend a DIY decor. That of course leads into number 6, make homemade gifts. We are all gifted, and we, for example, this coming weekend are going to prepare all sorts of baked goods, and we're going to distribute them to the friends and loved ones we have in our area. And it's something that brings us so much joy to be able to share some sweets made in our own home with those we love. So highly recommend DIY gifts. It makes you feel good, and of course the other person feels very special as well. Number 5, of course, attend social events. Socializing is absolutely central to us as social beings, and we actually have not just endorphins, but we physically react to being around others. It's very healthy, and it's the number 1 indicator for longevity. So you really want to socialize. You want to get together with friends, get together with loved ones, and really enjoy this season, every season, but of course this season as well. Number 4, cuatro. Gathering with those you love and ensuring that they are well. One of my greatest pleasures is ensuring that the people that I care about, my friends and family, enjoy the holidays. And we do that by surprising them with joyful events and wonderful treats, whether they're baked goods or surprises. And really, the strong sense of family and friends that you have is not just important because it reduces stress and it truly aids in achieving your personal goals. These strengthening bonds through effective communication are so important for the quality of life that you lead this year and of course in 2025. So make the holidays special for you and for those you care about by coming up with surprises, whether it's games or celebrations or special meals. But the people around you matter, and the people that you can count on, of course, matter. And these are holidays. These holidays are times where we come together to celebrate with those we most care about. 3, as we make plans for the new year, what are the projects that we have to prepare for now? What are the things that we need to do now to ensure that 2025 is the year that we want, is our best year ever? And so make a list of those and see what are the things that you can get done now in preparation for the amazing year that we're going to have next year. Number 2, take time to say thank you to those around you, whether it's your coworkers or whether it's people who may work for you. It's so important to take time to just say thank you. And whether it's a card or whether it's a homemade gift or simply a time to just show your gratitude and allow those around you to understand how grateful you are for the time, the energy, and all of their efforts in making your business and or life better. Really, really important for you and for them. The number 1 thing we can do in preparation for next year and for every day is to arise in gratitude. As I've mentioned before, the great Marcus Aurelius advises us to arise in gratitude. Every day we should arise in gratitude, knowing that we have a new day to love and to be loved. And so there is no greater gift every day than to arise in gratitude and to see the world with joy and to see the world in a place where we can make a difference, where we are here to help each other and to serve each other. So thank you so much for joining me on these 24 things to do before 2024 is over. And of course, now on to my favorite part of the video, the book recommendations. The first book I'm going to recommend is called Good Energy, the connection between your metabolism and how you feel. Amazing book that really just breaks down how important our metabolism is. How do we use the fuel that we give our bodies? How is it connected with sleep, circadian rhythms, and of course health? And so it describes basic biomarkers, it describes basic indicators that you can follow to show that your metabolism is at its peak or maybe it needs a little help. Really recommend this book. Very approachable, very readable, and important to definitely get the message out about metabolism. The second book that I'm going to recommend is The Song of the Cell by Siddhartha Mukherjee. Now this author is a prince among poets. All of his books just are amazing. Why? Because they take big scientific concepts, break them down, and make them so accessible. And this is the story of the human cell. Well, actually just cells. Imagine 1800s, you're at a dinner party in Germany. A botanist says, hey, I've been looking under these lenses, because they didn't call them microscopes yet, and I see that there are little building blocks, and all of the plants that I study have these building blocks. And this guy sitting next to him happens to be studying small animals and says the same thing. Hey, I put little pieces of the small animals under these lenses we have, and I see that they also have small building blocks. Boom! At that moment is just pivotal in understanding that every living being, the basic building block is the cell. This is just amazing. So gives you a sense of how the book reads. It's like a history book and a mystery book, and it's just, it's wonderful. It's enticing, and it's so full of just incredible information that I think everybody should know. So really highly recommend The Song of the Cell and any other book by this author. Amazing work, thoroughly enjoying it. And of course, in the holidays, the absolute best gift you can give anyone is a book. You open up brand new worlds for them. So go to your local booksellers and ask them, however old the person is you're buying for and whatever their interests are, there will be a book that you can give them this holiday season. So thank you so much for joining me on this joint journey. We would love to hear what you're reading. We'd love to hear what are some of the things that you are doing to prepare for the new year and the new life you'd like in 2025. Thank you so much. Con mucho cariño, mucho salud, mucho amor. Gracias.